Welcome to the So Social Radio Show. I'm your host, Richard Martin, along with my amazing co-host,
Cheri-Martin, and we are the WCN Interactive Team, business growth, marketing, and social media consultants helping you to
dream it, plan it, build it, and most importantly, successfully do it.
That's right, Richard, for growth, prosperity, and success. That GPS plan that we love. And each Wednesday at 12 noon on TalkNetworkRadio.com, we share tips and techniques to grow you and your business, plus demystify social media and marketing for you so you can have more fun.
And my favorite, more profits.
Yes, yes, yes. We also want to make sure our listeners know they can always connect with us on Facebook at So Social Radio Show. Give us a like there. Let us know what topics you would like to hear a conversation on. We're all about education and want to bring you what you want to learn. We also are booking now for the rest of this year, 2017. So if you're interested in joining us as a special guest so that we can showcase your expertise, make sure that you give me a call. That's Cheri. And my number is 321-446-2156. We have an awesome, cool special going on right now if you get your show booked here before the end of this month, which is next Monday, July 31st. But I'll tell you what, it's a little hot out there, so I wanted to give a cool special. So make sure you give me a call. Just let's have a conversation. And if you want to get some more information about the So Social Radio Show, go to sosocialradioshow.com, and we'll take it from there.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about the people that make this show possible.
I like
that. I want to start out with Toastmasters, a world leader in communication and leadership development. Find out how you can improve your speaking and leadership skills. Visit toastmastersd84.org.
Also, everythingbrevard.com, a Brevard County, Florida community website. Keep up to date with everything that's happening here in Brevard and get your business listing on everythingbrevard.com.
And Business Acceleration Summit, not your typical business training and networking event or pitch fest. This is a rapid growing business and social entrepreneur and mastery growth business while creating a deeper impact for client and community. Go to businessaccelerationsummit.com to register for the next event on September 28th, 29th at the Crown Plaza Oceanfront, Melbourne Beachside.
A beautiful resort there.
Crown Plaza is awesome.
And the summit will be phenomenal. Also, we want to give a shout out to our So Social Radio Show July sponsor. We had Amanda Miller with Sheer Artisans Salon and Art Gallery with us last week. Today is a fun day for her because she has her grand opening and ribbon cutting. And Sheer Artisans Salon and Art Gallery is a full-service salon specializing in hair color, skincare, and makeup. They're located in the Shops of West Melbourne, Florida. That's at 1533 West New Haven Avenue, just directly across from the Melbourne Mall, for those of you that are familiar with Brevard County. The salon also hosts a gallery of fine artwork from local artists. So join Amanda and Mark Miller again today at their grand opening it's all day long, but from 4 to 6, it's going to be a fun celebration with the ribbon cutting at 4:30. So, like I said, lots of friends, food, fun, and amazing door prizes. And you can contact Sheer Artisans at 321-729-8989. That's 321-729-8989. And Richard, also, you have something coming up here, in about 2 weeks?
2 weeks. It's the 10th of August, and it's going to be at Buena Vista Estates out towards West Melbourne, out that way. And we're going to be talking about building brand influence through social media. Everybody wants to know how to make social media work. You know, how do I not necessarily generate money on it, but how do I generate money through building a proper social media brand? And it's going to be fun. We're going to have a packed class, and it's all going to be about how you can be known as the one in what you do on social media.
It'll definitely be a lot of fun. I know we had your first one on this topic here beginning of this month, right?
Yes, it was the beginning of July, yes.
And I know the attendees there just really had a lot of fun, and they were blown away with the information that not only that you shared, but how you actually had them really focusing on their behaviors on social media and how important that is to understand your behavior almost like a disc profile.
No, it is. The system I've come up, I haven't seen it anywhere else, so I'm going to claim it as original, although I kind of use the disc visual format in what's in it.
Yeah, and you've really tweaked it to be a really phenomenal program.
It's all about standing out and being the one in social media, because that's where the people are today. We go out and we network. We go to a chamber event, leads groups, other socials around there, and it's all about us having to take the next step to do the connection. And most of that today is through social media. Whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever, doesn't matter. The system is the same. The process is the same. And we're going to have some fun going over this on the 10th of August at Buena Vita there.
Well, and I'll tell you what, I know that I've spoken to a number of the attendees that were there, and I don't think there was one of them that did not say, first of all, how much fun it was. It was very enjoyable, but most importantly, as I said, informative, and they really walked away with something that they could implement. So again, for those of you that are here locally or in the Central Florida area, it's August 10th, which is on a Thursday from 9:30 to 11:30. Buena Vita Estates, it's over there off of 192 for those in the Brevard County area are familiar, but you can go to a special link so you can get all the details and of course register. The price is definitely affordable. I was like shocked. I won't tell you what he did for his first one. I said, never again are you going to have it at that price. So he did increase it this time because it has just been really, like I said, he's fine-tuned it even from there. It's just phenomenal. But go to bit.ly, that's bit.ly/SM brand message. Again, bit.ly/SM brand message. And get all the details there. And if you have any questions, just give Richard a holler. But I'll tell you what, just knowing how we are always focusing on how to be better influencers and to get better reach on social media, it ties right in with the topic that I just wanted to just share today. And I know that, I threw all this at you yesterday. I said, you know what?
we have to put a link. And I know I'm throwing this at you blind. We need to put that link that we saw on YouTube that got played.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
we need to put that link up there.
We're going to talk a little bit about that here in a little bit, and I'll tell you where you can go find it when we get into what makes, when you really want to see just a fun conversation using hashtags. And that is what our topic of conversation is today. They've become, I like to say, a fundamental fragment on social media since it was actually they were introduced on Twitter. And we are often asked about hashtags in every presentation we do. So that's why I really wanted to just prepare today and really have this fun conversation about hashtags. What I hear is like, what are they? Why use them? Do I have to use them? How do I use them? Where do I use them? Can you ever use too many hashtags, which is going to be yes. What are some do's and don'ts, as well as, I had a client recently email me. He says, I want to own my own hashtag. I don't want anybody else to use it. Well, we're going to say you cannot own a hashtag, but we're going to share with you a tool that you can go and actually register your hashtag that will help you get more reach as well. But so grab some, paper and a pen, because as I said, this conversation is going to go fast. You know how we talk and how much fun we have, and we just like, woo, let's go. So, but I first wanted to ask Richard if he even knew this. It was something I did not know until I started researching and doing more in-depth research on Twitter that the fact is that hashtags did not begin on Twitter.
No, they did not. I know that, but I don't necessarily know the site that it was put together on. But I know Twitter is the one that made them the superstar.
Right. They were introduced and started on Twitter in 2007, I believe it was. But back in 2000, the hashtag's first use was actually on what they call an IRC, which is an internet relay chat. Basically, they were used to categorize items into groups. What I understand about the IRC, and I know you are more technical on this than I am, it's a chat system that works on like global networks and servers. And like I said, they used the hashtag as tags mainly to sort. And that is what hashtags really do.
Yeah, it's actually a database code. And what you can do in some databases that use those, you put a hashtag, and then the word immediately after that can be searched, can be called up in searches. Well, that's pretty much what social media is using now, particularly, Facebook and Twitter.
And Instagram.
And Instagram is using it also
and
now.
Those are the three that we're going to kind of talk about today on, how to use them on those three. I mean, there are a number of different sites that you can use them on, but there's one in particular that you really do not want to use it on. Do you know which one that is, Richard?
No, I do not.
Really? LinkedIn. and the main reason that you don't want to use it on LinkedIn, again, that is the largest professional networking site, and it's really kind of frowned on LinkedIn if you use it there. It's kind of like I guess you could say it doesn't resonate with the individuals with the kind of conversation that's happening on LinkedIn, so very rarely will you see it. So you have to really be very careful when you're actually scheduling or putting together a group of postings that you want to put out on social media, that you want to make sure you're not taking the exact post you put on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram and pushing it over on LinkedIn, especially if you have those hashtags in there. You want to make sure you do remove them.
Good sound advice. Now, when I use that hashtag, and I go ahead and I put it up in the search bar, right? Okay. So I put hashtag WCN for our business. Okay. Now, is it just going to pull up our WCN?
Oh, no. In fact, that's why you really want to understand what hashtags are and why you want to use them. Because basically, a hashtag, as you kind of were describing about how it was used in the IRC, that chat thing, whatever, that server global chat box, whatever. It's basically just simply a keyword or a keyword phrase spelled out without spaces if you use more than one word with that pound sign. And I don't even think people call it the pound sign anymore. They call it the hashtag sign.
It is a hashtag. Yeah.
That's what it's called. It's kind of has a new definition now, I think, even in our dictionary. But you put that pound sign in front of a word or a group of words, again, with no spaces. For example, like one I use a lot is content and marketing. If I use it singular, like individual word, I would put hashtag content, hashtag marketing. Or if I wanted to put the two words together without the spaces, I would put hashtag content marketing. And what happens is
as one word?
It's kind of a group of words or a phrase of words, when you have more than one word. Precisely. So basically using these hashtags in a social media post, then it sorts out a stream of conversation surrounding a certain topic. So per your question, would it just be my hashtag? No, anyone using a specific hashtag, all of that conversation has the potential of being in that stream. But there is a caveat. You have to make sure that when you're posting it, it is a public post.